Today in Miami, we are gonna go try the top-rated,
highly most recommended
Cuban restaurant in all of Miami. But before we go try that Cuban restaurant tonight, we got a couple things to do, starting with this farmer's market.
I personally love farmers markets. They're so fun to see, like the local culture and like the talent of people, the creativity, the things that they come up with, and usually things are like pretty healthy and local.
So that farmer's market was pretty cool, and now
we're gonna go check out some malls, some beaches, and some famous people's mansions.
All right, we just got here to Miami Beach. Specifically, we're out here on South Beach, and it is stinking nice over here. The waves are pretty decent, the water's pretty clear, it's decently busy, and the water's a little cold.
Other than that though, it's super pretty. It's nice to be out here on the beach and be in the sunshine.
It sure is a lot quieter once you get off the beachfront and you're just on the sand. Those waves and the wind, it gets pretty noisy.
And the people are kind of noisy too.
If you guys are in Miami, come to Miami Beach because it's pretty awesome over here. So one of the things I love about coming to places like Miami or Beverly Hills is seeing all of the awesome supercars. So we're gonna go see what else we can find along the street, just because I like to. And obviously because it's one of Micah's favorite activities.
My favorite. Some of the cars that I really like to see are the i8s.
This Gladiator 6x6 is awesome. Would you spend $150,000 on a Gladiator 6x6? Let me know. So that's the end of our supercar spotting. It was pretty good. Not quite as good as Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills, but still pretty spot on, I would say. Pretty good.
Thank you for joining us for today's session of supercar spotting.
More to come. Now that we've seen all those supercars, we've really just decided that who needs one of those when you have a super van? That's a huge joke. Hope you laughed.
Oh boy, he's so funny. Somehow we snuck in, no, we didn't sneak in, we drove in to this super fancy gated neighborhood. We're going to see Al Capone's mansion and all of the other mansions too. All right, everybody, here it is. Here is Al Capone's mansion. Actually, it does extend back further over there.
Tell you what, this Al Capone guy, he picked a really good place to live. Of all the places he could have chosen, this is a really good spot. All right, guys, we just got to this place. It's called Versailles Cuban Cuisine, the world's most famous Cuban restaurant. At least that's what the sign says. So we're gonna go try out the food and see how it is. All right, guys, we just got in here. It's super nice, but the menu is huge.
That's what I like to see, some passion. So I'm probably gonna get the arroz con pollo, which is a Cuban classic. Also, I had it a lot in Costa Rica, but it's probably totally different. Look how many things are on here. So you do a quick internet search for the best places to eat in Miami. Boom, this place pops up. Read any blog about visiting Miami, this place. All of the people that I asked of where we should go in Miami, this place. Somehow Americans still have not caught on to the glory of yucas fritas.
They're basically like a potato, but actually better. They deep fry them like French fries, so they're not actually healthy for you at all, but they taste pretty good, and they have this nice sauce as well that you put on them. These are pretty good. I think they could use a little bit less deep friedness. So now I can confidently say that yucca is not yucky.
So the sauce is like a cilantro garlic sauce. It's so good. The garlic is really strong, but I love garlic, so it's perfectly fine.
All right, our food just came out and it looks pretty good. So the food I got has black beans, white rice, this plantain with cheese thing, some ground beef, and some fried plantain.
Mine is rice and chicken, basically with some mixed vegetables in there too. It has like a smoky flavor, which I've never tasted in sweet plantains before.
Yeah, they're not my favorite. They're a bit mushy to me, almost like an overripe banana.
This chicken is really, really good. The flavor is super strong.
So this fried plantain with cheese stuff, it's decent. It was recommended, but it's a lot more sweet than I like for dinner, especially.
So what he's saying is true. This plantain dish is really sweet. That's kind of the thing about plantains, is that they're typically very sweet unless you get the green one. So just keep in mind, if you're ever getting plantains, they're probably going to be sweet.
So since I'm not the biggest fan of this fried plantain thing, I'm just gonna mix all my beans and rice together and eat that. It doesn't look the most appetizing, but if you mix together the beans and rice and the meat, it tastes like really good beans and rice and meat. I'm not the biggest fan of the food I got, but Micah's food is pretty good. I would definitely get what she got, because I'm just gonna leave that clump of plantains right there. So I think I'm done with mine. I'm just gonna munch on some of love Micah's rice because it tastes super good in this yellow sauce that they have it in. I would say this place is good. I would not order what I ordered though. But I have had plantain dishes that are not sweet, and I do like those. When we were in Mexico, I got a plantain dish and it was delicious. I loved it. I ate the entire thing, but they weren't sweet plantains. I didn't know there was a difference between the plantains, and I definitely didn't think I was getting sweet ones.
So I think the general consensus is we would have to give it another try. It was okay tonight. There were a couple things we liked, other things we would never get again. If you want to come and try the experience, then it's probably a really good option for some authentic Cuban food.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of what I got. I wouldn't get it again. I would give it a second chance to try something else, but I don't know that it would be my first choice next time we come back to Miami. But if you're in Miami and you want some Cuban food, give it a try because a lot of other people have really liked it. We just didn't have the greatest of experience. But that's it for Miami.